Hello, everyone, and welcome to Voxel Viewpoint. I'm Ryan, and we have Lee
Hello.
and Derek.
How's it going?
And we're going to kick it off with a little chat about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remake slash remaster that Activision and Vicarious Visions just put out. And to kind of wrap it up a little bit here, I think it's really great. They did one hell of a job, not just like taking those old games and just remastering them. They kind of more or less rebuilt them from the ground up. Uh, Everything about the presentation has changed. The content is still mostly the same in terms of like the levels you're playing on and the skaters. They have added new skaters, like more modern skaters, but they brought back, I'm pretty sure, just about all of the old skaters from those games. And they brought them back at their current age. So you have these like 40-year-olds skating with these 20-year-olds, and it's kind of cool that they didn't like just take their old young versions and put them in this game. You know, you have the 40. I don't know how old Tony Hawk is. He's definitely in his 40s, maybe pushing 50, and he's just there skating. They scanned his face. They scanned all of the skaters' faces, and he kind of looks like Derek, honestly.
Yep. I'm secretly Tony Hawk, guys.
Yeah, I
Well,
figured.
secretly almost 50.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is a really, really great compilation that they put together here. It's not one to one here. They went and they combined a lot of the trick systems from the games into one kind of hybrid system that they allow you to play across both games, all the levels. You can also go in, and if you want to just play with Tony Hawk 1 or Tony Hawk 2 trick systems, you can do that. But they incorporated things like reverts and wall plants and all the different kinds of manuals and ways to just extend your combo that were added throughout the series. It's not everything from like, the Tony Hawk Underground and Wasteland days, but it is a substantial amount of tricks that kind of makes it feel like these aren't old games that you're replaying. It feels like how you remember maybe the last time you actually played a good Tony Hawk game. So I guess we'll start with Derek. What are your feelings on it? Like how much have you played, and just what are your overall thoughts?
Overall, it's absolutely amazing, like you said. This by far is the definition of what a remake slash remaster should be,
Mm-hmm.
or it could be. Um, every little decision and detail that they put into the game or a little change they made fits right in with everything. So nothing ever really feels super out of place. And then the fact that the two games that they have together are pretty much just like, here's a couple, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 had a new set of maps and different moves, but it was basically the same system. And one of my favorite things about it is the way that you can just go in and select, all right, I want these maps or these maps. And I'm not actually loading into two separate games.
Mm-hmm.
They brought it together in this one nice whole package. But it gives you the feels of going in and playing it. Like, I was remembering stuff as soon as we started playing, even doing the demo. And then, like, loading into the game, I was like, oh, I remember these boards. Or, like, oh, I used to skateboard. So I had that skateboard because of the game, because I was a Tony Hawk fan.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a really great piece of work.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they captured the essence of those games here, but then modernized it a little bit. Like the menu system's all new, and the graphics, they look great. The lighting and textures and everything are great, and the performance is great across all the platforms. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's not like the most graphically impressive game ever made, certainly, but it definitely looks way better than those if you were to go back and play those original games. And and yeah, it just feels and looks like a modern Tony Hawk game. So and of course they brought the soundtrack over too, the full soundtrack plus new songs, which is a pretty big deal because the soundtrack's a very important part of the feel and the attitude of those games. So the whole thing has been brought over, like I said, with the addition of a few extra, more modern songs. So Lee, as the non-American here, I feel like skateboarding is more like an American thing. I'm sure they skateboard over in England, but
No, it's massive. No, it was massive in England.
It was okay.
Especially around that period.
Yeah.
Kind of not so much from the 70s and the 80s, but once it hit like the noughties and the kind of early 2000s, no, it was big. Lots of skate competitions and stuff like that. I used to do quite a lot of it myself before I screwed my knees up.
Oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, with this one, it's third time lucky really because they've had two swings at this, haven't they? They've had two goes. They did 2X already, which was 1 and 2. Remade. I think they did that for the original Xbox, and then they did the really botched HD version of Pro Skater a few years back, didn't they?
Yeah, that one was not great.
Out very well.
As well as
the
same kind of.
It's good that they've
that
come
same
back
kind
with
of
this
house.
one and kind of finally nailed it, because they seem to have got the simplest things a lot wrong the last few times.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this one because I think more than you guys, because I think you guys dropped off quite early with Tony Hawk. I kept going. You know, I played Project A. I played the shitty kind of move ones, and I played Downhill Jam and all that rubbish. So it's good that they've kind of stripped everything away and just gone straight back to the kind of the core of it. You know, take away the open world, take away the story. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Just keep it there. And it is a testament to the kind of the way the original was designed. That you could have all the new advancements that you had, but it still works with the old maps and the old setups and the old kind of ramps and the kind of, because they're quite tightly, they're very tightly, when you go like the mall and stuff like that, they're very tightly designed set pieces. So it's interesting to see all the stuff that innovated as kind of retrofits into. It's probably the best sets of levels in the whole series, I think.
Yeah, I wish they would add in some of the Tony Hawk 3 levels, because that was the game that I played the most. And there's some really good levels in there that that I think would fit really well into this game. And I'm hoping that they just slide it right in on that selection screen there where they have 1 and 2 and then the free skate stuff. I hope they add in some DLC or something like that. I know the game's done really well, so hopefully that motivates them to add a little bit more.
This is Soulwell, hasn't it?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
they said it did anyway.
DLC. I don't think you're getting DLC. I think you're probably getting 3 and 4 as a kind of a standalone, probably.
Oh, I don't think those would sell.
No?
No, I don't. Not after they put this out. No, I don't think they would sell as 2 standalone separate games, because 1, nobody likes 4. 4.
I like 4.
Huh?
I quite like 4.
4 is where they started to go open world with it.
I don't know. I only ever played PlayStation 1 version.
Yeah,
they were quite different. Once the ports started to split, they was quite different. 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, just recently I played the Xbox version, and that's you go into the level. There's no timer. You go up to NPCs and basically start quests. And that's how that game plays. And three is where it was the last one that they was like the 2 minute session timer. You go into the level and you get 2 minutes to do whatever you can do, collect the skate, do your combos, get the secret tape, whatever. And then 4 was when they went, like, when they let you go into a level and there wasn't a timer and you just went and you activated the goals by skating up to certain areas and activating them. So that one, that just doesn't fit with the overall feel of the games that they're putting out here. So I'm hoping they add 3, and then if they want to, well, what I hope they do is they add 3 as like a DLC, and then they go and they make a new game, like from the ground up, make a new Tony Hawk game that, I don't know, I hope they stick with the old formula, but then like maybe create some more advanced levels or something like that, like bigger, maybe give you a bigger timer or something like that, or come up with some, because like when they got into, I mean, the Thug games were okay, Tony Hawk's Underground, those were pretty good, but like, you know, like American Wasteland.
Up, though. I think they were good then. I've tried to play some of those recently, and they just don't have the same spark that they did when they came out, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, they weren't great, but they were at least better than some of the middle games that they put out. Like you were talking about Project 8 and American Wasteland and Downhill Jam, which was like, what? Just take the worst level of the entire series and make a whole game out of it.
Yeah.
And then they had all those peripheral games like the Tony Hawk Ride and stuff like that.
Oh, horrible.
Yeah, then they screwed it up with the HD collection, and then the same team came in and screwed it up with Tony Hawk 5. So, yeah. But it seems like they got rid of those people, and they got some people that know what they're doing in terms of like what Tony Hawk is now.
Activision are kind of, we're going back to these old franchises, which they abandoned for a long time. They seem to kind of be nailing it pretty consistently.
Yeah, they have been.
Spyro, Crash, the new Crash.
Yeah, they just put out the new, which is why I'm hoping that they're kind of going on a trajectory to come out with a new Tony Hawk, because they did a good job with this collection and it's selling. So,
as much as we complain about that thing of kind of, oh, they're just remastering it again. If this is the thing that they seem to be doing, which is a testing ground, the market's still there for a new one, then I'll take them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're going to take this much care with them, which they definitely are.
I mean, we've already got Modern Warfare remasters, so they're already testing the waters on whether or not they can reboot Call of Duty.
I could see them doing that at some point in the mainline series, yeah.
They already did. They did it last year with Modern Warfare again.
Did they?
Yeah.
Of course they did. I forgot all about that game. That really stuck out. I remember liking that as well, and I completely forgot they made it.
Yeah.
Wow. What a lasting impression. Video
When's
games,
when are we getting the new Guitar Hero remaster? Huh? Are they gonna start selling plastic instruments again?
Jesus.
Don't do that to me.
And then Rock Band will get back into it, and they'll have to buy a whole new drum kit and
oh god,
bass, guitar, microphone.
Have you ever seen the box that all comes in?
Yeah, I had one.
I had to fit it in my 350Z to get it because I was picking it up for my brother for my parents for Christmas, and they're like, "Hey, can you go get this?" So I was like, "Okay." I didn't think it was going to be that big, and my friend, she came with me. She's 6 foot. So we had to stick it in the front seat, and then she had to sit like on top and wrap her legs over it because it didn't fit in the trunk space.
She regrets going.
I've still got my guitar.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. It was so dumb.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, that was ridiculous. I had that kit for a long time too. I almost wish I had kept it because it's kind of like almost like a collector's now.
I've got the Guitar Hero Metallica guitar.
Oh boy,
That's worth stupid amounts now.
I had the Beatles one, the Gresh.
Oh wow!
That
No
Beatles.
way.
Yeah, I had gotten the Beatles Rock Band. That was actually the last one that I played. I got that, and no, I already had the previous Rock Band, like the full game, and I got the Beatles Rock Band, and that was the last one I ever got.
Yeah. Oh well. Rest in peace, Guitar Hero.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyway, Tony Hawk. Yeah, good game. Let's have more. Let's do it again. Yeah. I mean, is there anything else anybody wants to mention before we wrap it up? We didn't really talk about like
stuff apart from my neighbours having to go at me telling me to turn down Primus.
Yeah.
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 That always annoyed everyone.
Yeah, just so everyone knows, you can go in to the soundtrack and turn off all the songs you don't want to hear over and over again. So if you just want to hear Bulls on Parade, Guerrilla Radio and Superman over and over and over again, you can just do that as your playlist if you want to.
That was straight up. I'm all dead Kenny's on Primus, mate, I'll tell you. That's all it's about for me.
Yeah. So just that over and over.
Yeah, drives everyone mad.
And you can also change the track with the you click in the right stick, and it'll change the audio track. If
Did not know that.
If a song comes up you don't want to listen to, yeah.
Oh, I know what I want to add. I have the one fine detail of the game that stuck out to me is when you bailed, the music would skip.
Yeah, the music like slows down and skips. Oh, and then you get that the video, the digital video,
the little distortion
rewind on him, on the character. Yeah.
He raises, doesn't he? Yeah, like something like Tron.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was just a cool little callback to like the 90s, because like I said, I can remember skating around with like my Sony Walkman or like a tape player back then.
Yeah.
And, you crash and that thing's like.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. A lot of cool little touches like that. And there's like a lot of stuff to unlock too. There's like you unlock, you collect currency as you play through the games, through the levels, and you can then use that to unlock a whole bunch of boards, a whole bunch of clothes, a whole bunch, and like for like the Create a Skater stuff. So there's if you're into that kind of stuff, it's got a ton of stuff to unlock there, which is cool if you're into it. I don't really get into that kind of stuff. I like there are cool, some cool boards that I was interested in, but some of them are like ridiculous levels to unlock. Like you got to get to level like 100 or complete some crazy challenges, like do 10,000 kick flips or something like that.
Yeah.
It's wild. All right. So that's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. That is out on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4.
Yep.
$40, so not a not a big investment on that one, and well worth it in my opinion. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to see more. Check out voxelvoice.com for all of our great content, and consider supporting us on Patreon to keep our content ad-free and independent.